Remember, I'm just the messenger, okay? Don't hate me. Don't hate the messenger. Listen, you've been working really hard for weeks or maybe even months looking for the answer to life and your relationships and no contact and time apart. Here I am, okay? By the way, before I go any further, if you are really enjoying my videos, or even if you're not enjoying them, but at least you know they're fucking right, rather than some of the nonsense bullshit fantasy stuff you're seeing out there, and understand, at least I'm keeping it real here, and I'm giving you a clear path to where you need to go. If you are enjoying them, like, follow, feel free also to send it to your sad fucking friend who just can't seem to get out of their own way. Anyway, I found a TikToker, gives a lot of interesting stuff, no real application, but his concepts are not too shabby. Anyway, I'm going to tell you what he said, and then I'm going to give you my own personal take on it, okay? His title is actually really short. He's like 2-second videos. As you know, I don't do 2-second videos. Mine are like 20 minutes. Anyway, his video is titled Like Why. And in the video, he says, this is regarding relationships, of course. He says, someone once told me that people never reach out or speak to you again because they lack the maturity to cope with the fact that they did you wrong and that you did not deserve any of it. Okay? Before I give you my own personal take here, remember, don't hate me, I'm just the messenger. There's another perspective you might want to really consider here. You might want to consider the reason why they never reach out again. It's not because they lack maturity. They might know very well what they're doing. They might not be reaching out again because they're a complete fucking asshole, a selfish prick. Somebody doesn't give a shit about anyone but themselves. Somebody's a user and abuser. You might want to keep in mind that we do live in a society today where people tend to very readily discard of others without any concern at all for the well-being and the emotional impact, because some people are fucking assholes. That's also something you might want to consider as well. Some people don't give a fuck about anyone but themselves. Okay? So it might not be the maturity, it might be because that they, quite frankly, don't give a fuck. And it's really a shame because these people they understand at some level. You're crying, you're not doing so well in your life. It's affecting your work, your business, your livelihood, your relationships to your friends and family. These are just callous motherfuckers. And by the way, on that note, as far as your healing or strengthening, you really might want to consider that. Not only was that person too, you know what's coming up here, too stupid to really appreciate what they had with you, they're such a fucking asshole that not only are they letting you go and moving on without any real appreciation for what you brought to their life, they know at some level they're fucking you up. That might be another reason you're also going to consider here. There's probably one of the easiest ways to get over somebody is recognize how much of a fucking asshole they are. Anyway, you're welcome. Again, to close here, I'm just keeping it real, common sense here. I'm not feeding you fucking bullshit fantasies here. There's enough of that here. Listen, there is one path to your fucking Xanadu, your freedom, your sanctuary. That is emotional strength. Mindsets are fucking garbage without real emotional strength. You cannot speak how you don't feel. The emotional conditioning has to come first. You can't bench press 200 pounds in the gym, no matter how much you fucking talk about it, without the fucking workout. Ultimately, that is what I teach. I teach a process to make the science of neuroplasticity a real, true touch and taste that feel experience, to the point where you do what I put in front of you, you'll have an experience in the first fucking week that is indisputable in the only thing that actually matters, in the way that you feel. If you want to be able to execute no contact, time apart, have those really challenging conversations, you got to have that fucking emotional engine working on your side here. If you'd like to learn more about that, go to refocusonpower.com. My link is in the bio. Or just keep listening to my stuff here and I'll fucking continue to fuel you forward. Okay? Anyway, we shall talk soon.